Hello aspirants, I welcome you all on the YouTube channel of Analyst IAS. We are starting a new series which will cover all the questions which came from 2015 to 2022. This will focus on the UPSC CSE 2023 and we will cover topics according to different subjects. First we will cover of geography, then we will cover of history, polity and so on. So today, in our today's video, we are discussing all the questions of prelims 2015 and the subject is geography. Total questions which came were 15 questions. We will discuss all of them with the explanation. So we'll start with our today's topic. First is the question 1. In the South Atlantic and the Southeastern Pacific regions in the tropical latitudes, cyclones do not originate. What is the reason? You can pause the video, try to answer. Now we will look towards the explanation. So first of all, Coriolis force is too weak in the region around 0 to 5 degrees north in the south latitudes. B is also wrong as the IT-CZ formation is not essential to the formation of the cyclones and the cyclones are formed in the regions where IT-CZ does not form. So they don't play a major role in the formation of the cyclones. D is an absurd statement as the absence of land will boost the cyclone formation and presence of land cuts off the moisture from the cyclone. So the most appropriate answer is A. Now we will see the question again. So the answer to this question is A. Now we will move on to our second question. Which of the following pairs of states in India indicates the easternmost and westernmost state? So the answer of this is D. Why D? Because here you can see easternmost state is Arunachal Pradesh and westernmost is Gujarat. Now we'll come to our third question. That what explains the eastward flow of the equatorial countercurrent? A. The Earth's rotation on its axis. B. Convergence of the two equatorial currents. C. Difference in salinity of water. D. Occurrence of the belt of calm near the equator. You can pause the video, try to answer. Now basically the answer to this is B, which is the convergence of the two equatorial currents. We'll see the explanation. The equatorial countercurrents are driven by a distinct surface wind pattern in the tropics. Strong westward trade winds result in the westward surface flow in most of the tropical Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. However, several 100 km north of the equator, the winds are much weaker in comparison. So here is the equatorial counter current and it lies between both northern Pacific Gyre and the south Pacific Gyre, or the south equatorial current and the north equatorial current. Therefore the answer was B. Now we will come to our fourth question. Consider the following pairs: Sirsasalam, Nalamala Hills, Omkareshwar, Satmala Hills, Pushkar, Mahadev Hills. Which of the following pairs is correctly matched? So the answer to this question is A. Why is it A? Because the town, the Sirsalim is reputed for the shrine of Lord Mallikarjun on the flat top of the Nalamala Hills. So the first answer was correct. Omkareshwar is situated on the Mandata Hills of Madhya Pradesh, known in ancient times as Shivpuri. The temple dates back to the Kriti Yuga. Now the river Narmada flows here around Mandata Hills in the form of Om. That is why the name is Omkareshwar. So they are in the Mandata Hills. The Mahadev Hills are a range of hills in the Madhya Pradesh state of the central India. Now the last option was of Pushkar. So Pushkar is not in Mahadev Hills. It is in Ajmer, Rajasthan. Now we have our fifth question. Consider the following rivers: Vamsadhara, Indravati, Paranita, Pennar. Which of the following are the tributaries of the river Godavari? So answer to this is Pennar is not a tributary of it. Vamsadhara is not a tributary. So you go with 2 and 3. So your answer here is D. We'll see the explanation further. The left bank tributaries of the Godavari are Purna, Paranita, Indravati, Sabri, Taliperu, Vain Ganga, Pain Ganga, Vardha, Dudhana, Right bank tributaries are Pravara, Manjra, Pedavagu, Manair, Kinneri Saini. The river Vamsadhara or the river Bhansadhara is an important east-flowing river between the Rushikulya and the Godavari. Here is the basin of the Vamsadhara river. It flows between the Rushikulya and the Godavari. It's not a tributary of Godavari. Now, our sixth question. In India, the steel production industry requires the import of saltpetre, rock phosphate, coking coal, all of the above. So basically, answer to this is C. We'll see the explanation that saltpetre, or it's also known as the potassium nitrate, is not used in the production of steel. It is used in the production of fertilizers, tree stump removal, rocket propellants and fireworks. It is one of the major constituents of the gunpowder as well, and has been used in the Middle Ages as a food preservatives also. Rock phosphate is used in the production of fertilizer and not for the production of steel. India imports coking coal, hence the option is 3. The production of steel requires 0.8 tons of coking coal to produce 1 ton of the steel. Now we have our seventh question. Consider the following statements. The wind which blow between 30 degree north and 60 degree south latitude through the air are known as westerlies. The moist air masses that cause winter rains in the northwestern region of India are a part of westerlies. Which of the following statements is correct? So answer to this is B. Why B? The westerlies flow between the latitudes 30 to 60 degree north and 30 to 60 degree south. Here are the westerlies. This is the 60 degree north, 30 degree north. This is 30 degree south and 60 degree south. So here are the westerlies. So the first statement is wrong. The western cyclonic disturbances are weather phenomena of winter months brought in by the westerly flow from the Mediterranean region. They usually influence the weather of the north and northwestern regions of India. This is why it rains in winter in Delhi. Now we have our eighth question. In a particular region in India, the local people train the roots of living trees into robust bridges across the streams. As the time passes, these bridges become stronger. This unique living root bridge are found in which region? So the answer to this is A. Meghalaya. We'll see more about it. Meghalaya's double-decker or single-decker root bridges are unique in the world and are a sight to behold. The bridges are tangles of massive thick roots which have been intermingled to form a bridge that can hold several people at a time. Khasi people. These are the people who have been trained to grow these bridges across the rivers, across the raid. Now, this forms the solid bridge actually made of roots. The living bridge are made up of roots of ficus elastic tree. This is the name of the tree. And sometimes local people also take a token amount from you to pass the bridge so that they can maintain it further. Now we'll come to our ninth question. The tides occur in the ocean and seas due to which of the following? First, gravitational force of the sun, gravitational force of the moon, centrifugal force of the earth. You can select the correct answer using the codes given below. So answer to this question is D. Why is it D? As the tides are rise and falls of the sea level caused by the combined effects of the gravitational force exerted by the moon and sun and the rotation of the earth as well. The times and amplitude of tides at local are influenced by the alignment of the sun and the moon both by a pattern of tides in the deep ocean. So this is why the answer was 3. Now 10th question. In which of the following activities are Indian remote sensing satellite are used? Assessment of crop productivity, locating groundwater resources. 3 is the mineral exploration, telecommunications, traffic studies. You can select the correct answer using the code given below. You can pause the video, try to answer. So basically answer to this is all 3 above. So your answer goes for A. Telecommunications. Geostationary satellites are basically used for telecommunications, not remote sensing. So for telecommunication, geostationary satellite are used. Hence you can easily eliminate the statement 4. Under remote sensing, the hyperspectral imaging procedures, it produces an image where each pixel has full spectral information with imaging narrow spectral bands over a contiguous spectral range. The hyperspectral imagers are used in various applications including mineralogy, biology, defense, environmental measurements, etc. Now we have our 11th question. Consider the following statements. Arunachal Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Mizoram. In which of the following above states do tropical wet evergreen forests occur? Answer to this is C. Why is it C? These are typical rainforests which grow in the areas where the annual rainfall exceeds 250 centimeter a year. The annual temperature is about 25 to 27 degrees Celsius. The average annual humidity exceeds 77% and the dry season is distinctly very short. The true evergreen forests are found along the western side of the Western Ghats, south of Mumbai in a strip running from northeast to the southwest directions across Arunachal Pradesh. Here you can see these are the tropical evergreen forests, and in the region of the Himachal Pradesh there are montane forests, not tropical evergreen forests. Now we have our 12th question. Which one of the following countries of the Southwest Asia does not open out to the Mediterranean Sea? Syria, Jordan, Lebanon or Israel? So answer to this is B. Why is it B? Because Jordan is a landlocked country. Here you can see this is Jordan, this is landlocked. Israel, Lebanon and Syria, they all open to the Mediterranean Sea except the Jordan. Now we have our 13th question. In India, in which one of the following types of forest is teak a dominant tree species? Tropical moist deciduous forest, tropical rainforest, tropical thorn shrub forest or temperate forest with grasslands? Answer to this is A. Tropical moist deciduous forest. The tropical moist deciduous forest exists mostly in the eastern part of the country, northeastern states, among the foothills of the Himalayas, Jharkhand, West Orissa and Chhattisgarh, and on the eastern slopes of the Western Ghats. Teak is the most dominant species of this forest. Bamboo, sal, shisham, sandalwood, khair, kusum, arjun, mulberry. These are other commercially important species which are found in tropical moist deciduous forests. We have our 14th question. Each day is more or less the same. The morning is clear and bright with a sea breeze. As the sun climbs high in the sky, heat mounts up, dark clouds form, the rain comes with thunder and lightning. But the rain is soon over. Which of the following regions is described in the above passage? So the region which is described is option B. Equatorial climate is characterized by consistently high temperatures around 30 degrees Celsius with plentiful precipitation around 150 to 1000 centimeter, heavy cloud cover and high humidity with very little annual temperature variation. Wet equatorial regions lie within around 12 degree latitude of the equator. Now we have our last and 15th question. Which of the following national parks is unique in being a swamp with floating vegetation that supports a rich biodiversity? Bhitarkarnika, Kebul Lamjao, Keledio Ghana, Sultanpur. So your answer to this question is B, which is Kebul Lamjao. Now, it is the only floating park in the world. It is located in the Manipur, northeast of India and an integral part of the Loktak Lake. The national park is characterized by many floating decomposed plant materials which are called fumids. The park is a swamp established by Man Sharma with floating mass of vegetation. Three-fourths of the total park area is formed by fumids, and it also have been declared as a Ramsar site. This was all about today's session and video. Thank you. Have a nice day and stay tuned for these all previous year questions.